Hey guys, Mr. Marone here. Welcome back in. You are on your second to last video of chapter 11. Here we're going to be talking about volume of pyramids and cones. So we do this one after prisms and after cylinders because there's a relationship. A pyramid is really just a portion of a prism, and a cone is just a portion of a cylinder. So it's really taking the same formula we had for volume for those and then just adjusting them accordingly. So up in the top you do have your formulas there. So a pyramid is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. So it would be as if if I gave you a pyramid with a square base, it's like taking a cube and cutting it into thirds. And there's all sorts of proofs online. If you want to go look at it, you can. There's a really great one with water where you can pour 3 cups or 3 pyramids full of water into a prism and it matches exactly. So the same thing goes for cones. A cone is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder of the same size. So it's 1/3 the area of the base times the height, or 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So what I would recommend you do in any of these problems is do all of the math except the 1/3 and then save that for the very end. Since it's all being multiplied together, we can do that at the very end. So I've got 2 examples here. This is just a quick section. And this first one is an example of a truck dumping stuff out of its truck bed. So if you have ever had mulch delivered to your house and you dump it out, it dumps out into a cylindrical pattern on the ground, so it really forms a cone as you dump it out. So this says that his truck can haul 1.75 tons of corn per load. It says 1 cubic meter of corn weighs 0.8 tons. How many loads will Kyle haul to move this pile of corn? So we've got our pile here. It's got a diameter of 4, so that means my radius is 2 meters, and my height is 1.5 meters. So since it's a cone, the volume is 1/3 pi times the radius squared times the height. So I've got 1/3 pi times my radius of 2 squared times 1.5. So if we work through the math of this, 2 squared is 4, and 4 times 1.5 is going to give you 6. So I've got 1/3 times 6 times pi. And 1/3 of 6 is just 2. So I've got 2 pi here, which is approximately 6.28 meters cubed. And it says 1 cubic meter of corn weighs 0.8 tons. So if I have 1 cubic meter squared, that equals 0.8 tons. Then that means, using a proportion, that 6.28 meters cubed is going to equal some amount. We're just going to cross multiply here. And so I've got x equals 6.28 times that 0.8 tons. And so I've got 5.024 tons of material to move. It said that his truck can haul 1.75 tons of corn per load. So we're just going to take our result there and divide by 1.75 to find out how many truckloads it's going to take for him to do. And you're going to end up with 2.8 or 3 loads. We can't do 1/8 of a load, so he's going to do 2 full loads, and then whatever's left over is going to be in that 3rd load of delivery. So this is kind of a unique problem because we did our volume over here, which was very simple, and then we had to kind of think through the real world aspect of it. I want you to take a look at this next one here. They've given us a triangular pyramid. So it's a pyramid with a triangular base. And it says that he's using mold to make 12 candles. How many cubic inches of wax does he need? So this is 1 candle. We're then going to eventually have to multiply by 12 as we get there. So to find the volume of this, it's going to be 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Well, the area of our base here is going to be 1/2 base times height times height. So it's kind of a messy looking formula, but we're going to work through it easily. If I do the area of my base, that's 1/2 times 4 times 3, or half of 12. So the area of my base is 6. So instead of having to do all this messy stuff in here, we can just have it be 1/3 times 6 times our height of 6 there. And 1/3 of 6 we already said was 2. So you have 2 times 6. So our volume of one candle is going to be 12 cubic inches. And they want to know how many cubic inches of wax does he need to make 12 candles. So we're going to do 12 times 12, which is 144 cubic inches of wax. So once again, we did our volume over here, and then we had to apply it just a touch afterwards. So that's it for volume of pyramids and cones. It's the equivalent to prisms and cylinders. We're just cutting them into thirds. We're taking 1/3 of it. If you have any questions, make sure to bring it into class tomorrow, and I will talk to you then. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.